Hello everyone, in this video we are going to learn the prime number program. How to check the given number is prime number or not. We already know the logic of what is a prime number. A prime number is a number which is divisible by itself and 1. That means a number that has no proper divisors. Okay, so now we already learned the program, the same prime number program by just assigning the input inside the program. Now this is one variation. The logic is same, but the variation here is we are going to get which number we are going to find as a prime number through the scanner. So that is the point over here in this program. Otherwise the logic is the same one. Let us see the one by one. Import java util.scanner. So as I told you, this is a package which is going to install the or import the class java, and from java it is the utility and the scanner class. So through the scanner class, this will help to receive the input from the input source. So you have to import the java util.scanner, and then otherwise the program is same. Public class, the name of the program is prime example, which is the class name, and then public static void main. String args is the standard main function in the Java program, and here this is the variation. Scanner input is equal to new scanner system.in. So listen to this line carefully. Here scanner is the class and input is the object. Now we are going to create a new object for the scanner class. That is done by the function new. So new is an operator which is going to create an object input for the class scanner. So generally when the class name space a variable name, this will always refer to the object. So class name space object name. So this will instantiate an object for the class. So here also this is done by the new operator or a new function which is new scanner, from where it is going to create from the system. So system.in. So here from the system class there is an in class which is the input stream. So this system will have that scanner class. That scanner will scan the input through the input source what we are from where we are giving the input. Okay, so this is the important line to get the clarification. And next, system.out.println enter an integer. So we are going to receive an integer variable, and that number we are going to check whether it is a prime number or not. So previous programs we have a fixed number which is a 4 or 5 we are giving inside the program, and that it is being checked. But here the main variation is this program is receiving the input from the keyboard. That means it is getting various inputs, not a single input. We can compile the program for different inputs by running the program itself. In the previous program we have just got into the program and change the input to know the different answers whether it is prime or not. So now this is from the screen you can type, when the input is asked we can give the integer to check whether it is a prime number or not. So input n is equal to input dot next int. This is again the important function here. Next int is the method and input is then object. Object for which one? Object for the scanner class. Okay, so now this method next int is a standard function which is a built-in function which will get the next int. That means it will keep on accepting the input from the input source. Where? On the object. Which object? Of the defined object under the defined class. So n will be the variable which is got from the input object through the next int method. So this is the way in Java we have to get the input variable through the input source. And then int I is equal to I comma m is equal to 0, flag is equal to 0, initializing all the variables. Now m is equal to n by 2. Here n is an variable, so n can get any values. We can give 5 or 10 or 15 or 7 as we wish. And then we are checking if n is equal to 0 or n is equal to 1. That means we are checking whether the number is equal to 0 or 1. So both are not the prime number. So they are as the mathematical standard, 0 and 1 are not prime number. We are going to start to check only from the number 2 onwards. else. So if both are not the case, else what is the number? Well, next we are going to check from the number 2, from 2 to m onwards. What is m? M is equal to n by 2. So from 2 it is going to this is the for loop in initial variable in checking the condition and the increment operator. So this for loop will start from 2 and increment the value 1 by 1 until the value of m. Suppose if I am giving n is equal to 10 means it will check bar 5. Okay, and then if n percentage I is equal to 0, it is an equivalent of relational operator, equivalent operator. It will check whether the division after division by remainder is 0 or not. If the division leaves any remainder means it is not a prime number. It is if leaves the, that means if after the division if the remainder is 0 means it is not a prime number. That means it is completely divisible. Otherwise it will leave some remainder, so that will be not a prime, that will be a prime number. So when the division, this is a remainder operator as a modulo operator. So when we are dividing this, the number n we are input through the input screen by I. What is I? I, it is from 2, 3, 4 etc. till the value of m. Okay, so now if that is the answer, that is if the modulo is equal to 0 means system.out.println, it is not a prime number. Then we are setting a flag is 1. So this is one variable used as an indicator just to check in the end whether it is the flag is 0 or 1. So the flag is 1, then break. This is a break is an control statement which takes the control out of this loop, for loop, first inner loop. Okay, and then we are closing the two open braces of the for loop, this brace and the close brace. Now we are checking if flag is equal to 0, then we have to print it is a prime number, because if it is flag we are set already here. If it is not prime number means we are setting the flag as 1. Now we are checking if the flag is equal to 0, then we have to print the message as it is a prime number. So here again the format here, n within the code whatever you give come like displays on the screen as it is, and plus is the connection operator. That means connection in the sense it will display as n. For example, if you are giving 5 means 5 is not a prime number, 5 is a prime number. Likewise, that way it will give the message. So this plus will just join the 2 or 3 continuous parameters of this function, which is the println function, and then we are closing this end of this. Okay, so now here previously we have opened few braces and that is closed over here, and then else is closed over here, and finally we have to close the input object, because we have opened the input object in the previous slide to get the values. Okay, to get the values you have created. Once it's created, it is allotting some space, and when we are finished using this object we have to close. So input dot close, and then you have to close the braces. That's all the program. Here after this logic is worked out, with just the print the output is enter an integer 27. So 27 is not a prime number. Why? Because 27 has two perfect factors, 9 3s are 27 or 3 9s are 27. The factors are there. So 27 is not a prime number. So this is the way the logic works by getting different number. Now here for this case we no need to go to the program and change the number. If you again give run command, it will give the messages enter an integer. You can give 25 or 36 or whatever number you want you can give. It will give the answer as per the result has come. So that's all the simple logic of prime number, and thanks for watching.